increase sales, find missing opportunity, find lost kind of omitted opportunities and increase sales. I hope all of you guys are e-commerce owners because this webinar is going to be focused on e-commerce. So how about we give a few more minutes? In the meantime, I wanted to share something with you. So we here at Wishbond, we try to produce a cool video series on our YouTube channel. So let me just drop this in the chat for anyone that's interested and would like to see cool videos on YouTube. We're producing and releasing them weekly. So let me just use this opportunity to spread the word. Maybe you will be interested in it. And at the same time, I think let's just give it one more minute and then we could be starting the webinar. We have quite a few people today registered, and I can see more and more people joining. So Mariana, maybe we can start with the live stream already.
Yes, it's already there.
Oh, perfect. Nice. I didn't know. So hey everyone on the live stream. My name is Chris. I'm the marketing manager for Wishbond. And today here I'm joined by Chris from Georgia's and from Wishbond. Today's webinar topic is how to increase sales without a big marketing budget. This is really important for all e-commerce owners. The whole Black Friday is within 2 weeks, even less, I think now. So all the strategies that we were going to show you, they're perfect for Black Friday. They are also great for Christmas. So I hope you will find them useful, and you can use these strategies even if you even if you are already only starting with e-commerce. Those strategies, you can already use them to increase sales in this very hot period. So also just to present the speakers, let me just, I hope you can see my screen. Today with us here is Laura. She's the account director at client account director at Wishbond, and she works with a lot of e-commerce clients, helps them increase the sales, and so she has hands-on experience in helping e-commerce businesses in implementing strategies, thinking about how to increase results. And I think she has something that will be she has the knowledge that will be very useful to you guys. So please welcome Laura. We're going to be she's going to be presenting first, and after Laura, we have Chris from Georgia. Just if you don't know Georgia's, it's a tool that helps with your customer support. I would say Chris can definitely tell us a bit more, but we love Georgia's. They're friends of ours. We do quite a lot of partnerships with them, and we're happy to have Chris here with us today. The webinar is planned for probably around 40-45 minutes, so please stay until the end because there's always great possibility to reply all your questions that you might have after each presentation. So first of all, let us welcome Laura to do her part, do her presentation. Then after her presentation, if you have any questions, we can respond to them. And then we're going to welcome Chris here with us. So if you find this useful, you can also share the link to our YouTube channel or to the Zoom webinar with your friends. It's also a good way for us to spread the good word and good strategies that we're going to be implementing. So Laura, are you there? Can you join me here?
Hi.
Hey Laura, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me, being part of this webinar. Really exciting to share everything that we have learned so far about e-commerce, especially Black Friday and Cyber Monday promotions. So yeah, if you want, I can start already.
Perfect. So so let me just give you over the presentation. You can start sharing your screen now.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So hello everyone, just as Chris was saying, my name is Laura. I work as an account director here at Wishbond. I've been with the company almost for 4 years now. This is my third Black November season. So in these few years, I've learned a little bit or a lot about all these e-commerce strategies, and I'm really excited to share with you guys today. So let's start with, give me 1 second. Okay, so in marketing, November is actually called Black November because there's a lot of promotion going on. And here are some of the dates that are very important during this month. So this year, for example, Black Friday is going to be on November 26th. Then since last year, they started promotion this other holiday called Small Business Saturday, because of course, a lot of small businesses went digital because of the pandemic. So now we are also encouraging people to promote Small Business Saturday. Of course, there's always the Cyber Monday, which has been around for a couple of years now. And another trend now, it's Giving Tuesday, when that is, Tuesday after Black Friday. And this is where you are buying presents for someone else. So that's why it's called Giving Tuesday. Let's see here. Okay, so how are we going to work on your e-commerce strategy for this upcoming holiday season? First of all, we need to prepare. Here are some things that I believe are crucial in terms of preparing for selling during this holiday season. Start your planning at least 4 or 6 months in advance. Create and maintain engaged audiences. Prepare for higher paid budgets, because of course it's just supply and demand, and the demand gets super high during this season. Everyone wants to do advertising. Everyone wants to promote their businesses. So of course the prices are going to go up. Plan and promote early access Black Friday. Of course, you have to audit your conversion funnel on your website, improve your UX and the speed on your website. These are things that you can learn with different tools like Google Analytics, Ghostery. How much is it taking to load your website, especially if you have like a lot of images on your homepage and stuff like that, so that you can improve the experience before the heavy traffic starts pouring in. Okay, evaluate your checkout page. The checkout process is very important because the dropouts depend on how easy you make it at your checkout process. And then of course, there's an option on Google that is the address autofiller for checkouts. It's a really good option if you can implement it in your website to improve, of course, user experience. So let me get back to these before. Let's be honest, if you guys are just starting to give it a thought about, should I promote Black Friday or Cyber Monday or not? There might be a couple of things in this list that you don't have. Time, maybe the budget for ads, but it's okay. Don't worry. It doesn't mean that everything is lost. Let's focus on what we can do around here, okay? So here are some tips for the holiday season that I believe are super important. Create a compelling offer. Do not make it about the discount. It's not just about that. Make sure that you highlight all the attributes of your products. So is it handmade? Is it fair trade? Is it recommended by experts? Is it, are you supporting any causes because of this product? Are you donating to a cause, a small percentage of every sale that you make? Is it a local business? Is it a small business? Is it a woman-owned business, Black-owned business? All these things are convincing factors for your audience as well. So make sure that you highlight them. It's not that you're showing off. It's just that there's a lot of value around your brand. So make sure that you are showing it to the world as well. Okay. So of course, there are category specific sales, like these help you generate incremental sales with higher margins, and it engages your email subscribers and visitors for long. It helps you better manage your inventory, ordering, and future promotions, okay? Not everything needs to have a huge discount. You can ask your clients, your audience, your community online what they want, and you don't have to offer 40% or 70% off when all they are expecting from you, because they value your work, is that you give them probably free shipping, for example, okay? So make sure you ask your audience what they want, and that is going to help you also figure out what you should be promoting during this season, okay? Let's see, okay, special offers and big discounts to VIP customers. This is super, super important, because those discounts for your loyal customers, for your VIPs, are gonna make them stay with you for longer. But also, a couple webinars ago, my colleague Juan was saying that the currency right now in marketing is data and information. So you can exchange those big discounts and that VIP treatment for information from your leads. So you can, for example, offer 50% off on Black Friday week, but offer additional discounts for your customers if they sign up to your newsletter before Black Friday. You can place a pop-up on your website or an opt-in bar, and you offer people to sign up for early exclusive access. And once they are on your website on Black Friday, if they're not signed up to the newsletter, you can also place a pop-up that says, okay, do you need higher discounts? Do you want exclusive access to more offers? Sign up now and immediately receive additional discount codes. So you trigger an email once they have signed up on this pop-up, and they're gonna receive additional discount codes. Sound good? Okay. A few more tips here. So start promoting your sales a month before. Don't be afraid to hype it up, okay? As I said, this is Black November, so there's a lot of sales and promotions going on. And something that I read recently and stood with me is, what is better than a sale? It's knowing that a sale is coming, because you can prepare, you can check out the products you want. So if you announce it ahead of time, like, hey, we're probably not going to have something for Black Friday, but we're going to have early Black Friday starting this day, and it's going to last until this day. Your customers can prepare. They can browse your website. They can add products to their carts. And once the promotions hit, then they finalize that purchase. Okay, so don't be afraid to hype it up. Promoting all your social media channels, announce it in your website. Make sure you send a newsletter to your current subscribers, so everyone is aware that sale is coming. Okay. Different offers for all dates. It doesn't have to be 30% across the whole website during the whole week. It can be BOGO Tuesday, and then free shipping Wednesday, and then on Black Friday it's going to be 30% off. One thing that I did with a client a while ago is that we were doing discounts with the date. So for example, on Black Friday this year, it would be 26, so it was 26% off. And we would end on Cyber Monday with 30%. Of course, people wanted to wait, because, if I wait longer, then I'm gonna have a higher discount, but also you're risking some products running out of stock. So they were also making purchases ahead of time. Like, I don't care if, 26% is already a good option for me, and I don't want to risk this item going low on stock, and maybe then I won't be able to purchase. So that's, you can mix it up as you wish, or as you feel better in your marketing strategy, so that you can offer everything that your audience is expecting from you. Because like I said before, you need to ask them what is it that they want. Okay. Extended sales, super important. Your customers might be too busy themselves dealing with Black Friday or Cyber Monday if they have their own businesses, if they are working that day. Also, right after Black Friday, there's like paycheck week for a lot of us. So maybe if you extend yourselves a little bit, like there's no rule or law that says that you cannot run promotions after Black Friday. So make sure that you also extend those dates for your VIP customers or for those who maybe were not able to make it on time. Segment your email list, super important as well. Like I said before, if you ask your audience what they want or what they like, if you have been doing this before, you have multiple items that you're selling on your website, multiple categories. So let's say you have jewelry on your website. Maybe you can send an email specifically for people who likes bracelets and another one for people who loves necklaces, with curated content and a special discount for them. This is going to help you improve deliverability, and it's going to send the right message to the right people, okay? A really important one, kill the coupons and codes. Instead, use automatic discounts. This can be activated in most e-commerce websites very easily, or sometimes you need like a plugin or an app. But if you do it with time, it's going to be super simple. It's going to smooth your user experience on your website. So I'm guessing that dropout on your checkout process is going to be minimum. Okay, and boost Black Friday and Cyber Mondays via social media. Like I said, don't be afraid to hype it up. Don't be afraid to share with your followers and your email subscribers and your website traffic. Okay, okay. So here are the tactics that we at Wishpond have been implementing for a few years now, and that have been getting us great results for our clients during the holiday season, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, of course. Okay, let's see. Exclusive channel specific offers. You are offering them a lot of sales, promotions, and perks. So make sure that you also get something in return aside from those purchases. Do you want to grow your Instagram following base? Then make sure you announce that you are promoting all your Black Friday sales and you're sharing all your Black Friday codes on your Instagram, so they are gonna need to follow you in order to be aware of these promotions. Do you wanna get more leads? Then make the Black Friday and holiday season promotions only available for email subscribers. And make sure that you place a form on your website for people to sign up to your newsletter until the last minute, okay? So exclusive products available only for Black Friday. So here it's your chance to be creative. You can create special bundles. You can bring back all favorites for a limited time, or you can create curated collections to help your customers shop. Okay, like gifts under $30, or what to get for your dad, or what to get for people over 40. These kind of curated collections are going to help your customers with their shopping experience as well. Product release for Black Friday, why not? If you are already hyping it up, then make sure that you include a new launch on Black Friday. You don't have to apply a discount on these new products, don't worry. Maybe what you can do is offer an additional discount for another product if they are purchasing the new launch product, okay? Enroll customers into VIP customers group. So this is super important because creating and maintaining an engaged community is very important part of any business. And this is a great opportunity for you to do that. So now that you're getting heavy traffic and you're getting people interested in your brand, make sure that you're gonna be also including them and making them feel important as part of these groups, okay? Bonus points for your loyalty programs, if you guys have, that would be great. Also, free shipping for orders during those days. Like I said, you can make it a theme that you are creating a promotion for each different promotion for each day. So free shipping is always a good option. And add extra items to all orders, or for example, a free gift. This is also a great opportunity for you to work with other brands that you can be like allies. Maybe they can send you samples and you can include them in all your orders, and you can send samples to them and they will include them in their orders. So this way you reach their audience and they reach your audience and you can work together. Okay, so here are some promotion ideas for Black Friday. You can offer a discount for, you know, your whole website, specific categories or specific products. You can offer, like I mentioned, a gift with a purchase. You can offer discount for minimum purchase amounts, offer free shipping. You can create an exclusive bundle offers, a BOGO sale, a daily deal. Just like I mentioned, this is just a summary of everything that I've mentioned before. You can create a hype by having an early Black Friday sale, creating a guide for highlight, a list of items people might buy for gifts, for dad, for mom, for my sister, things like this, and donating to a cause on all purchases made during Giving Tuesday or even during the whole week. This is going to give your brand some purpose and can be the decisive factor here for your clients, okay? I want to share with you guys some examples of what we are currently doing for our customers here at Wishpond. This is a live example of a client who is already announcing their Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. All their email subscribers already have access to these 3 weeks early. So here you can see, give me a second. So on their website, right now they have an offer where they can save $20 of their first 100 and or more purchase, but also they are getting exclusive Black Friday and Cyber Monday discounts and deals. So if they sign up to the newsletter, they get $20 off and also early access to Black Friday. Here is the email they are getting with the coupon codes they can use even before Black Friday. Here are some other ideas of, here are some other ideas of Black Friday ads, like Black Friday sales, how you can also highlight the benefits or the attributes of your brand. This is being handmade and still they are going in promotion and you can find them starting at $22. So that's great. After all these holiday season is done, all your promotions are over, there are some things that you still need to do and that we recommend, super important, so you take advantage of all the things that you've done during the holiday season. Ask your customers for reviews on the products they purchase. Offer rewards when they refer a friend. You can do referral emails, so each email gets a different link, and if their friends end up purchasing with that link, then they get a benefit. Okay, returning customers are super precious. They have the potential to become your brand allies and ambassadors. So send them follow-up emails with additional information and promos. I do recommend that you make it your packaging and unpackaging a very great experience for your users. So share unboxing videos in your feed and stories to show the world the experience of buying from you. Here are some follow-up social media postings that you can create. You can do contests around Black Friday purchases. So if you submit a review, you get the chance to win something else like a voucher or a mystery gift. Also, after they submit those reviews, of course, like I said, don't be afraid to hype it up. So you can show those reviews online on your social media channels. And that's it. Thank you for planning and happy holidays, guys.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Laura. That was excellent. Like I talked to e-commerce owners, some friends of mine, and what I see is a lot of people, they just approach Black Friday in a way like, okay, let's just do a discount, right? But they don't think about, first of all, the plan, right? They don't plan ahead. That's the first mistake that I noticed. The second of all, they just say, okay, so what are my competitors doing? 30%? Okay, let's give 40% because we want to win, right? But discounting too much can be a very tricky thing, right? Because if we discount too much or if you discount not enough, it can be not as attractive to the users, right? So maybe we don't get enough purchases, but I think the points that you brought up, so don't focus only on price, but also highlight some other qualities of your product, is an excellent point. And there was also something I noticed in your presentation. I literally just was caught in it also. So here, like I live in Mexico, and what we have here is also like a kind of a faster way to Black Friday, which is called Buen Fin, which is like a Black Friday for the Mexican market, right? What I saw, and this is a great idea, I think, also for all of you guys who have e-commerce stores, is starting the Black Friday sale a bit earlier. So if you start 2 days before and you start announcing it, because as Laura mentioned, during Black Friday, all the advertising costs increase, right? So that's why, for example, your own email marketing list is so important, building your list upfront. So you don't have to compete with other companies for the attention. You have those emails, you can send them emails already. And with this in mind, like you can start your promotion early, so you can catch their attention, because people are saving up money to start buying stuff online. Like I did the same thing. Like I think all of us are kind of saving and seeing like, okay, what can I buy for Black Friday? So if you start early, a few days early, for your returning customers, for your VIP customers, you can start with a very great start to the Black Friday, and I think that was excellent. So thank you very much for that, Laura. I really enjoyed all the strategies that you had, and just wanted to ask you guys, first of all, does anyone have any questions to Laura? I definitely loved everything that she said about preparing for Black Friday. So yeah, just let's give you another minute and see if there's any questions. Perfect. So maybe just also another question to you guys. So how many people from the audience have already an e-commerce store? Like if you have an e-commerce store, like we can definitely help you guys in planning those strategies. It's kind of late, but still not late, so late that you cannot do anything. So definitely, if you need any help, that would be great. And if not, I hope you will use it also. Okay, so how do you add inserts, free samples with drop shipping? That's a very interesting question. So with dropshipping, Laura, do you want to chime in, or should I respond this?
I don't know if you have any other answer, but from my clients that do drop shipping, usually their suppliers give the option of inserts and free sampling inserts in their packages for an additional price. But of course, it can be a challenge if you are doing drop shipping.
Yeah, so that definitely. So this is something you have to check with your drop shipping provider. Some of them are open. If you, for example, if you send them something from your site, and they will then insert it in the packages. So if you have a drop shipping business, you can definitely send it over or talk to them before and ask them, hey, like we're going to be doing this big promotion, and we know Black Friday is a very big deal for every e-commerce business, and like what can you do? Like maybe you can help us out with inserting this free samples there. Perfect. Just one more thing, like we have still Chris here. So Christopher, just responding your question, like if we can, how you can do marketing, how you can get email addresses for a new business. So that's something really important. There are massive strategies to get those email addresses. Like the very basic ones is, for example, a 5% discount on signing up to a newsletter, or for example, after referral programs, so refer a customer and get an initial discount. So it's, or even going with lead magnets, or I don't know, shopping guides, right? Those are also the things. So you offer your customers a guide, for example, Christmas shopping guide on our specific industry or area, where we will guide you how to make this the shopping experience the best. And this is how you exchange this guide in a PDF form or in a website form for the client's email. So there's a lot of different ideas here, and we definitely want to, like, if you want to connect with us, please please message us on the email. We're going to put it here in our chat box, and please just message us. We definitely can help you with some other stuff. And we have Chris joining us, so thank you very much, Laura. We have Chris with us here, and Chris works for George's. He's a partnership expert at George's, and George's is a great tool for maximizing your customer engagement. And Chris, I'm going to leave it up to you. We have a lot of active audience, so I hope if you guys have any questions, just put your questions during the presentation so we can answer them later on. Thank you.
Perfect. All righty. Well, thanks, Chris, for the introduction and great presentation, Laura. Really, big takeaway for me from Laura's presentation is just around flexibility, trying different things, and ultimately giving customers the options to find out what's best for them, whether it's from a discounting perspective or special offers. So definitely a jive with that. Cool. So as Chris mentioned, my name's Chris, and I run tech partnerships at Gorgeous, which is a leading customer support help desk platform built primarily for Shopify brands, but also brands built on BigCommerce and Magento. And I'll be approaching this this great webinar series, being cost effective around marketing from a customer support and customer engagement perspective. And I'm going to teach you hopefully about how there's a lot of revenue opportunities that are disguised within your post-purchase customer support interactions. And I'm going to try to teach you about how you can really start to monetize your CX more effectively. So the outline of today's talk will be setting the stage for where customer experience really stands within modern e-com and D2C right now. I'll then intro Gorgeous, and then I'll jump right into 4 major tips that I have for you around how you can really start to monetize that engagement. So if you think about customers today, largely they're becoming more and more frustrated, specifically around things like ship-a-geddon. We know that delays in deliveries is becoming more and more prominent. We've all seen these pictures of cargo ships parked outside, the coast of California, for instance, and this is obviously going to be a bigger problem heading into the BFCM season. And because we have a lot of fast-scaling brands who are, for the first time, having explosive growth, they're struggling mightily to keep up with their customer engagement, and specifically on the post-purchase side of things. And so if we look at these key challenges here from a support perspective, because of this challenges in responding faster, brands are suffering from really slow response times, which really gives a poor customer satisfaction. Customers are not likely to repeat purchase with you because you're taking forever to get back to them. Another big challenge we see with brands is lacking that personalization. So it's one thing when a customer messages you and they have a question and you simply just put in a link on your website that has the answers to the question. That you might feel is answering the question, so to speak, but that's not really a personalized experience. There's a lot more you can get out of that interaction by, say, looking at their previous, purchasing history and understanding what loyalty plan they're on and what reviews they've left with you. So you can turn that conversation into a potential upsell. It's, answer the question and then flip that into an upsell. And this is also tied nicely to the fact that a lot of brands are struggling to interconnect all of the data between the different platforms across their tech stack. And so you're often asking questions to customers repeatedly that you should already have the information from because your tools should be speaking to one another from a data syncing perspective. And so this leads to a poor experience for your customers. It's obviously impacts your efficiency. And again, it's going to conspire to miss sales. And all of these facts are true, as it says, all times of the year, but obviously this problem is amplified at this critical time of the year heading into the holiday season. And so brands now really are starting to see much earlier on in their growth stage that customer experience and customer engagement really is a critical part of the tech stack. If we think 10, 20 years ago, or even 5 years ago, customer support and customer experience was often thought of this cost center. Really expensive, you have to staff, you have a high head count typically on your customer support team, maybe you're outsourcing them and it's really expensive, you probably are going to undergo mass layoffs after the holiday season, so that's obviously not ideal for anyone involved. And so because of that, and because of just how important delivering exceptional customer experience is to your customers, brands are really starting to recognize and appreciate that, look, we need to start thinking about strengthening our customer experience program much earlier on in our growth than we had initially anticipated. I think these data points here illustrate that point well. I won't regurgitate them for you, but the key takeaway from this slide is that if you think about modern customer experience, the two key ingredients that make up stellar customer experience are speed. So how fast can you actually deliver the information on time to customers or potential customers when they have it? So that's ingredient number one. And then personalization. How tailored of an experience are you able to deliver to customers and potential customers? Both of those combined equal, exceptional CX. A key challenge that I'll stress today is that they're almost on a teeter-totter with one another. And by turning up the dial on, say, speed and automation, has an adverse effect of making it more difficult to focus on personalization, and obviously focusing so much on delivering a personalized experience, manually answering questions all the time, that's obviously going to compromise your ability to go fast. So it is a fine balance, and hopefully I'll show you how you can achieve both today. So before I jump into the tips, I really just want to set the stage. I'm telling you there's big problems. Customers are not having great customer experiences, both pre and post purchase. And so I thought I'd just tell you what the industry and data is telling us exceptional customer experience looks like from 5 key metrics. And so we've built this model that we actually put our customers into so we can understand where they're at. And so you can look at this, the 5 strategic values that we see as really important when it comes to a brand, like Brands With Us today, delivering that exceptional CX is around response time. So this is how long does it take for you to address a customer's response. It doesn't mean you've solved the question. It just means you said, hey, we've received your question. We're going to answer this as soon as possible. For exceptional brands, you're delivering sub 15, sub 20 minute first response times. That's very much Amazon-esque. Resolution time is how long it actually takes to solve the question at hand. This is typically 2 to 4 times as long as your first response time. So exceptional is under 1 hour. Then on the impact driver side of things, when it comes to customer support and engagement, people messaging you across different channels, email, live chat, etc., you want to be automating as much of that volume as possible, meaning automating the resolution, because this is going to allow you to be much more efficient, have a leaner staffing count on your support team, and ultimately deliver a better experience for your customers. And so in terms of automation horsepower, you want to be getting to a point where you can automate up to 30% of your entire, tickets, whether it's pre or post purchase, right? That's definitely the magic number. In terms of channels that you're communicating with customers across, right? So this is Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, email, live chat, SMS. You want to be connecting with customers on at least 8 channels. That seems to be the industry standard for what we consider exceptional. And then in terms of integrations, this goes back to having your data not be siloed and connecting all the different tools of your tech stack. The average brand uses anywhere between 5 to 15 apps or different platforms like the Klaviyo's, Yotpo's of the world. And so it's important that you're integrating upwards of 8+ of those platforms into a help desk tool like Gorgias, for instance, to make sure that you're having as much data available as possible. So that's what a diamond level 5 CX looks like. And so I know a lot of brands with us today are thinking I'm not even anywhere close to that. And that's totally fine, right? But the whole point of this is to kind of teach you about how you can get there. And so that's where Gorgias kind of comes into this. We were built as a Shopify app to make it easy for brands to deliver exceptional customer experience. Right now, we work with over 7,200 D2C brands of all shapes and sizes. And really, our mission statement at the bottom here sums up, how we think about things, which is we want to make delivering exceptional customer experience across the customer lifecycle the standard, right? Not the exception. And how we do that is a pretty straightforward process. We want to help brands, make it easy for them to understand, you communicate with customers through omni-channel experiences, and then automate and personalize as much of those engagements as possible. All right, we'll jump right into the tips. So tip number one is this is really critical, especially at this time of the year. It's understanding your support volume, right? So if you just started up in business, you know, and you don't have a previous DFCM season, for instance, this won't be as helpful. But if you've been in business for at least a year, you should be able to take a look back at, you know, previous year and understand, okay, what's the typical breakdown of my support volume? What aspects of my engagement from customers can I stand to automate that are really repetitive? And so if we look at an example of a typical direct-to-consumer brand's support volume, this is based on over 100,000 tickets that we've analyzed of our own customers. This is the distribution of questions that you're typically going to get on the support side of things. You know, order status, return request, order cancel, refund request, or unsubscribe from a segment. You know, this, you know, especially order status, this takes up obviously the biggest chunk of your entire support volume. And so for brands, certainly as you're fast scaling, you're having explosive growth, it makes it really difficult for you to address all of the support volume in a timely fashion for your customers. Again, the gold standard is under an hour, right? And so by spending so much time on this, you're leading to poor customer satisfactions. And really the big takeaway is that there's a lot of pre-purchase categories and questions that are baked into this that you're missing, right? So for instance, if you look at product availability, product feedback, product suggestion, product question, pre-order question, these are pre-purchase questions that you're actually missing out on because you're focusing so much on something like order status, which to be honest is actually quite easy to resolve in an automated fashion, not even just using Gorgeous, right? So if we take a look, if we zoom in on these pre-purchase questions, they actually take up 10 to 15% of your entire post-purchase support volume, which are in fact pre-purchase opportunities that you can convert into sales if you free up the bandwidth to focus on these by resolving those repetitive WSMO inquiries in a more automated scale, right? And so if you think as you start to get to between 1,000, 10,000, even 25,000 tickets a month, these are interaction and engagements by your customers, you know, multiplying that by the 10 to 15% gives you a pretty good indication of how much revenue you stand to gain by really focusing on those pre-purchase opportunities that are, again, being masked within your post-purchase support volume. And so I'm telling you that this is how you can do it. How does Gorgeous solve this, right? So to make it really easy to deflect and automate as much of that WSMO inquiries as possible, we have this really powerful self-serve widget. You can see it here on Decathlon, one of our customers. And so for instance, you go on their website, instead of having to talk to a live agent, call someone or whatever, you can simply just click this icon and then you can put in your email or order ID or your SMS number, and you can take action yourself, track an order, return an order, cancel an order, or report an issue with an order. So now you're giving the power back to the customer to get the answers they need themselves. It'll instantly give them the information they need, which will wipe away a large chunk of that "where's my order" bar that I showed you on the previous slides, giving your support team and sales agents more opportunities to focus on those pre-purchase opportunities. Tip number 2 is around putting a premium on speed and automation, right? And so I talked about personalization is really critical, which it is, but speed and automation is also really critical. So I showed you on that chart of what exceptional CX looks like. You know, first response times, how long it takes for you to address an inquiry. You want that to be under 15 to 10 minutes. That's really what Amazon shines. You know, say what you want about Amazon. They're exceptional on the customer support side of things. And so we're trying to get more of our customers into this level 5 status. You know, transparently only, you know, less than 5% of our entire customer base is actually in this level 5 category just now. And so we're working diligently to help, you know, escalate them towards that level 5 status. And the reason we know, you know, really low response times is so critical is obviously from a customer satisfaction standpoint. From a post-purchase inquiry, then that's totally makes sense. Customers are happy when they get answers fast. But from a pre-purchase opportunity, which you can start to sense as a theme, we know that when you answer a pre-purchase opportunity, whether it be through live chat, email, or SMS, in under 10 minutes, conversion rates go up towards 28 to 35%, right? So this makes sense. You're on a website, you engage in live chat, you're like, hey, I'm looking to buy a luxury mattress. I have some questions, you know, do you ship to my country, for instance? If they take longer than 10 minutes, there's no chance you're still on that website, right? You're on Instagram, you're watching sports or whatever. So it's critical that you answer fast. And so how we go about making it easy to go fast and deliver these really low first response times is through our automation tools, right? We have a really powerful live chat, which can be agent powered, but can also be automated. We have macros, which are canned responses. So where is my order? We can build out a custom response that injects data variables from all the various tools you use, like Recharge, Shopify, Amazon, for instance. So the moment I hit send, it's going to send this nice personalized message, but it will also embed data variable or data bits, like tracking information from those tools without actually having to go into those tools. So that makes you go fast. And then the real trick here is through our rules feature, which are essentially a series of if statements. So it's like if customer says this or if customer does that, then take this action. You can set these up any which way you like. Some of our brands use hundreds of these. And it makes it really easy to automate a good chunk of your support volume. And so that's really powerful. Just going back quickly on the chat, the live chat, you can have live chat, but you can also have proactive chat campaigns. So someone comes on your website and they'll basically see this little prompt at the bottom right of the screen. Brands will use this in a variety of different ways, including an objection busting statement, meaning you're anticipating an objection or a friction that a customer is going to have, and you just come out and you have a statement that basically busts that. You can highlight reviews, you can include product specific discounts, and then also if they click to reply, then they can actually engage with a live agent. So we see brands make a killing by funneling as much people to their website, having that proactive chat campaign or a live chat ready to go, and then delivering exceptionally low first response times has a major impact on driving revenue. So here's an example from a brand 2 years ago, where in a single day on live chat, they drove $22,000 in revenue just inside of Gorgeous. And you can see the key to that was having a 2 minute, 8 seconds response time, which led to a 47% conversion rate, right? So this validates this whole hypothesis or statement that having really low response times has a big boost on your conversion rates. And I should say, if this brand was so overwhelmed with their post-purchase support volume, like where's my order, there's no chance that they would have been able to deliver a first response time like this. And so that's why it's free up so much bandwidth from the post-purchase side of things, so you can flip your narrative to focusing on the pre-purchase. And one thing I really want to highlight, this is a new product link that we just launched last week. So this is kind of like an exclusive product drop, is that now inside of Gorgeous, and this is what a ticket conversation looks like, we now have the ability to, in a conversation with a customer, drop a product link from your inventory. So you're talking to a customer, you may have solved a problem for them. Maybe they're asking questions about a product. Maybe they want a product recommendation. You can hit this little Shopify bag icon at the bottom. You can go through your entire inventory. It's up to date. It'll show you only things that are available in stock, and you can just simply drop it in the chat. And so what this looks like from the customer's view is they're saying, hey, I'd like a red candy, but can't find it. You can just drop it in the chat, right? So this, the data I showed you before where customers are driving $20,000 plus in a single day from live chat, that was long before we had anything powerful like this. So this is going to be a big boost for people. Tip number 3, it's around omni-channel, right? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the only way you'd really communicate with a business was by calling them or submitting an inquiry via their contact us page, which we know just went right into a black hole. And so now customers are engaging with you across different channels, reviews, they're on social media, they're commenting on posts, they're replying to stories, they're Instagram DMing you, for instance. And customers now expect you to treat that level of interaction just the same way that businesses have always treated calling them or emailing them. And so it's important that you're capturing all of that social media engagement, pulling it into a centralized view and treating it, as I said, just the same as you would for an email or a phone. And so now, because Gorgeous has such powerful out-of-the-box integrations with these social media platforms, we make it easy to do that. So John Doe here, he might have DM'd you on Instagram and said, how do your shirts typically fit? For most brands, you probably don't have someone managing your social media accounts that is someone in a role to offer customer support. So a lot of brands miss this opportunity. We pull this in and we can respond directly within Gorgeous, and then it will actually transmit back to Instagram and then message John right back. You can leverage all of our macros and rules that I showed you earlier with this. And so you can see what this looks like. We don't care which channel a conversation is started from, whether it's from email, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Instagram, or live chat. We're going to just make everything look the same. We're going to give you all the customer data, all the context you could need, all the automation horsepower you need. So you're going to be able to capitalize on all of your engagement. And so here's a really nice example. So here's an example of a Facebook thread. People are commenting things like we need these, let's all get these. It's easy to set up out-of-the-box rules, which will automatically tag such instances as positive social sentiment with a high purchasing intent, which will be triaged into a specific bucket. So if I'm an agent inside of Gorgeous for one of your brands, I know that these tickets have high purchasing intent. We need to deliver fast first response times. include some discount codes, and like Laura mentioned earlier, and get on top of that as soon as possible. So this makes it real easy to capitalize on your engagement. You're boosting the return on ad spend, ROAS, that you're spending. And so this is a really nice way to do that. And then just the same that you can do this for positive social sentiment, you can also do it for negative comments. People are, leaving nasty messages on your threads. You don't want that stinking up the joint. So we can similarly detect negative sentiment as well. And then I'll skip over this, but one of our brands, MNML, they were able to decrease their first response time by 35%, which led to a huge boost in the revenue that they were generating through Facebook Messenger, because they were struggling mightily with response time just because they're so popular and had such a high engagement rate. And the last conversation is around connecting your tools, your tech stack. If we think of Gorgias as like the center of the universe, which is a pretty bold thing for us to state, but around customer experience, we certainly are at the center of the universe. And so it's important that you're connecting all of your tools, whatever your customer support, customer engagement platform is. You want to be injecting as much data into that platform to give you a full 360 holistic view of your customers. And so this question I have for the audience, is to think about, okay, if I were to ask you, how long do you think it would take for you to gather the following information about one of your customers? I would love to hear, and you can post it in the chat. How long do you think it would take for you to gather all of this information about a single customer? Loyalty data, how many, what reviews they've left, how many Instagram followers they have, what email segments they've subscribed to you with, coupons you've given them, return and exchanges that are pending or executed on, or any SMS conversations chat. I would love for anyone just put in a chat, how many hours, just put a number in the chat. How many hours do you think it would take for you to actually do this? Because the answer is probably going to take you a long time, right? But with Gorgias, we make this instant, right? And so I showed you a conversation thread, what that looks like. We also have like a Shopify widget, we call them, where it's showing you all the Shopify data, for instance, the customer address, etc. But we also have so many integrations out of the box that are pulling in really valuable information, right? So within a single conversation with the customer, I'm talking to, John Doe. If they're using all of these, if a brand's using all of these tools, I can see their loyalty and review data, say from Yotpo. I could reward points. I can see individual reviews they've left, what they like to talk about. Sorry. Same thing with Klaviyo. You can see which segments you're on, which coupons you've given them, return and exchanges, any pending returns that they have ongoing. Same thing with recharge, billing, and subscriptions. You can see anything. If they're asking you, hey, can I cancel or skip a billing cycle, you can do that. And then we also have really powerful integrations with 3PLs as well. So you can go way farther back in the supply chain than, say, Shopify is able to give you. And so this is all to say that, in one single customer view, you have so much data that is available to leverage to answer questions faster, but also leverage for potential upsells. And then that's basically it. Just wanted to wrap up and say that, obviously this is the busiest time of the year. We see year over year, typically a 50% increase in your customer support volume for the BF Salmon holiday season. So make sure that you're sufficiently staffed. And that's it for me. I really want to appreciate, thank the organizers for having us for this great session. And if you're interested in giving Gorgias a try, you can reach me at chris@gorgias.com for 2 free months. And that's it. Thanks so much.
Perfect, Chris. Thank you very much for your presentation. What I really enjoyed is the fact that what you showed, how all of the customer support comes together. And like, I have a challenge also for the people here. So on one of the first slides, Chris showed how you can categorize all the requests from your customers, right? So I would just like to ask you guys to do it on your own, right? Like, you have a tool like Gorgias which can help you with everything like this. But also, even the first step would be, okay, what are the customers asking me about? Are those requests repeat requests? And if yes, can a tool like Gorgias help me? Because I think that's gonna save you a lot of time, and especially if you're a solo entrepreneur, like you don't have a team, you don't have a dedicated person, and you save already 10% of your time just automating all the requests that are a repeated request. I think that's a big game changer for all the people here who have e-commerce already. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that. And for us, especially at this time of the year, we just see brands trying to hold on for dear life, right? You have your marketing team trying to drive as much traffic, but then you have the support teams for a brand thinking, okay, like, we're super excited for this new revenue and these new sales, but with that comes a ton of volume, right? And this is what I'll say is, you know, you can cash in big time. All the brands are going to cash in. This is obviously the most lucrative time of the year. But what about retention? What about lifetime value? You know, are you going to lose all of these hard-earned customers right after BFCM and right after the holidays in January? Are they ever going to buy from you again? Right. And so it's like, yes, you're going to get a lot of new business right now, but what are you going to do to keep them? Right. And so it's critical that you deliver an exceptional experience basically from the first time you ever interact with a customer, so you can keep them, right? So the major value I see, it's kind of like an iceberg. You know, the BFCM holiday season, that's kind of the iceberg, the top of the iceberg, what you can see in terms of a value perspective. The real value to be had is if you can keep these hard-earned customers from BFCM and holidays, right? That's really where the value is going to come from, a lifetime value perspective.
I completely agree. So a lot of businesses also uses this period to acquire customers, as you say, right? Acquire customers. Even if you don't win or don't earn that much on the first purchase, you have to look on the broader perspective, right? So if you already spent money on acquiring the customer, how you can make them buy again. So the customer support is very important here. And just to put on top of it, we have one other question from Christopher. Also, Chris. So hey, first Chris in this webinar. Perfect. So Dino I think it's about your George's integration with WhatsApp. Do you have an integration with WhatsApp Business?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's one of the most requested integrations that we haven't had, but we are going to be launching that in December. It's a massive project. We know, US brands obviously interact with customers through WhatsApp, but obviously international brands, Europe, APAC, it's really important to have that. So yeah, that's going to be coming in December, which is going to be massive.
So Christopher, just to answer your request, that's top of the list for George's. And we also see that from Wishbone clients, we see a lot of people asking for this kind of thing, but perfect. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, Georges, for being with us, and for everyone who was on the webinar and would like to see once again everything. We're going to be sending out the webinar to all the participants, to all the people who registered. So if you guys need anything, need any help, Chris's email is in the chat. Maybe we can also leave our emails here. So if you want to reach out, we're gonna be we can be in contact with you guys. And thank you very much for participating. I hope that you learned quite a lot from this webinar. Thank you very much and have a great Black Friday. Thank you, guys.